Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Maybe you are very familiar with this script pushed on us, which tells us that the Russians put mines and explosives all around Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. That's number one. Number two, the Russians intend to blow up the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant because they're evil. And then the third one would be if that, or when that happens, according to these guys that wrote the script, when that happens, that's going to be a like a nuclear weapon and a disaster that we've never seen, like we've never seen before. Chernobyl or Fukuyama or Fukushima was nothing compared with this. So, one, the Russians plan explosives. Secondly, they will blow it up. And thirdly, it's going to be a disaster that the whole Europe will be like a nuclear weapon. These are the main points of, Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. Well, why did they wait so long to tell us actually, no, that's not what would happen? I don't know if you're familiar with the subject, but there were articles almost every week telling us about this danger, how the cloud, if it gets blown up, how the cloud would travel. They showed maps, how the wind will carry this and carry that and all that. Now I have here two articles that actually, they run against the script. One, IAEA, the United Nations International Nuclear Weapons Agency, nuclear whatever, checked the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant and they determined there was no explosives or mines over there. So lie number one. And that's not Russia saying, that's United Nations, I think it's IAEA. I will read this article, I will give you the exact name of the institution. And the second one, we have experts and analysts who tell us that actually if someone was to blow up the reactors, there would be nothing but in the little area, the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. So don't worry, in the worst case scenario. Now these two articles are not coming from the Russians or Belarusians or the Chinese or all these bad dudes. They're coming from the Americans and from the Ukrainians. So let's start with the first article. And the first article is, as I said, the New Voice of Ukraine. This is an Ukrainian media outlet. IAEA inspectors say they have found no evidence of mines being planted at Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. So this is yesterday at 11:35 a.m. So inspectors from IAEA have reported that they've seen no evidence of anti-personnel mines installed in the plant's ground that could endanger reactor safety, the report says. All right? And it says earlier, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine warned that the Russian forces had placed objects resembling, they put explosives, but now they try to pedal back, resembling explosive devices on the roof of the third of the fourth reactor plant. And not only, they say they mined the whole shed. Not on the roof, on tip. Why? Because they're going to probably say, well, actually, those IAEA did not verify that. They were just allowed to look around here and there. And again, Ukrainian Zelensky said on June 22nd that Russia was considering a scenario of a terrorist attack of the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant. It seized on March 4th, 2022, a year ago, and somehow they want to destroy it anyway, and had prepared everything for this. So this is the first one, okay? It says that Russia could detonate them, all those explosive devices, without damaging the power unit to create a picture of shelling by Ukraine, the military war. So they said, you are ready to blow it up. This guy says no. So this is what? International Atomic Energy Agency. That's what it is, IAEA. All right, the one that the Ukrainians always want to come over there and take over Red Rover. And this is one. Let's go to the second one, which again comes from the New Voice of Ukraine. This came from the New Voice of Ukraine. This came from the New Voice of Ukraine. And it says, this is from today, July 6th, 2023. Experts, which we love very much, say even, and I'm quoting, worst case scenario, at Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant poses no radiation hazard. Okay? Worst case scenario, no radiation hazard. This is reported by the Ukrainians. Remember, until today, everything was, oh my God. Even the worst case scenario at the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, or ZNPP, will not pose a radiation hazard to the civilian population, the American Nuclear Society and ANS said in a report on July 5. Why did they wait to tell us now? Only now. And I'm quoting, our experts have carefully considered worst-case scenario, including a bombardment and deliberate sabotage of the reactors and spent fuel storage canisters, the ANS report says. So even the deliberate sabotage or bombardment, so even the Ukrainians or the Russians, they cannot foresee, I'm quoting, they cannot foresee a situation that would result in radiation-related health consequences to the public, end quote. In the unlikely event that containment structures were breached, any potential release of radiological material would be restricted to the immediate area surrounding the reactors. ANS experts believe. I don't believe because they base this on the information and knowledge, not I believe because I just think about it. I just woke up with that in mind. And I'm quoting, in this regard, any comparison between Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant and Chernobyl or Fukushima nuclear power plants is both inaccurate and misleading, end quote, the ANS said. The ANS said that the Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant 6 reactors have been shut down for over 10 months and are no longer making enough heat to cause a sudden radiological release. ZNPP is designed to withstand natural and man-made hazards, end quote, expert says. I said this for so many times that my mouth got dry. Thick, steel reinforced concrete containment buildings protect the reactor cores and are designed to keep any radioactive materials isolated from the environment. Well, the Russians claim that the Ukrainians prepare something with some atomic nuclear waste and be like a mini something, and they would destroy the concrete containment, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, we'll see. I hope we don't. The ANS also said that inspectors from the International Atomic Energy IAEA must be given immediate, unfettered access to all areas of the Russian-occupied nuclear power plant. Again, an earlier July 5, IAEA experts asked for expanded access to verify that no explosive devices were present on the rooftops of reactor building of the NPP. This is the first time when I hear the rooftop from these guys here. The first time when I hear the rooftop. And that is why, because probably that's where these guys didn't go to. But nevertheless, as of now, nothing. Even the worst case scenario, there will be no threat to the civilian population, according to experts. And the other one did not find any. Now, access to where? I don't know where they're going to go and what they're going to do. The problem is, as of today, there was all the evidence in the world that the Russians will do it. The other guys did not find anything wherever they were checking. Now they say, well, you didn't check on the roof. Remember when these guys here and in Great Britain were looking for Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction? Do you remember that time? If you don't, I will give you a short summary and I will remind you. They checked even Saddam Hussein's palaces. If you can, palaces which are not like, palaces, location, house, his location. They checked even that. Saddam Hussein allowed them to get in because they said, you got him over there. And they didn't find anything. And what happened in the end? They attacked him anyway. So what are you talking about? And then you know what they said? They said, well, no, we didn't find them over there because they are mobile labs just wandering around Iraq. So you didn't know that one, but you checked his palaces? So again, oh, we didn't check that one. Okay, go and check it. Oh, we didn't check that one. Okay, go and check. It's a little bit, you learn from history. Even if this guy says yes, this guy's going to say, no, you didn't check us, I don't know, behind that corner. So there are some things that we didn't inspect. They get paid for that, right? So the longer they stay at Zaporizhzhya nuclear power plant, the more they are important and they are paid. So let's start with that one as well. Oh, I didn't check over there, I didn't check off that corner, I need to stay here a little bit longer. Hey, Russians, let us check here because we want to be important. Oh, anyway. So, I don't know, I'm not an expert, obviously, on that issue, but according to these guys, this is, 0, 10. They kept it, this little narrative here, the script. Oh my God, it's 10, it's 10, 10. The Russians deployed it, they mined it, they put devices everywhere. Now, this guy, and if it explodes, it happens that and that and that. And now these guys say, well, we didn't find anything where we looked. But the Ukrainians now in this article, the first article that I find here, say, oh, it's specifically on the roof and you didn't check over there, go and check it. After they check over there, you know what they're going to say? Well, it's not behind that corner. Go and check it over. You didn't check that one. And on and on and on and on. Okay, even if that was the case, as the other second article says, they say, well, even if that's sabotage, self-sabotage, with the Russians seems to be experts on that one with Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines in the Baltic Sea to sabotage themselves. They copied the Europeans, sabotaging themselves with how do you call those sanctions that they put on themselves, supposedly on Russia. So the Russians are copying the West. So no, my friends, this is what the experts say, and we should follow the science. So when that guy says believe, no, those are scientists, IAEA, and those guys they know what they're talking about. So I don't know why they say this, not to scare the population anymore. They received an order from far, far away telling the Ukrainians stop bullshitting and start scaring people, creating panic in Europe, like the imminent attack of the Russians or the imminent attack of the Ukrainians. I don't know, but it's 180 degree, let's put it this way. But they want to save face, saying, well, there's nothing, what appears to be, but you didn't check the roofs. Shut up. Even if there's on the roof, my boy, experts said that those were shut down for 10 months. Why are you still barking then? Why are you still barking for the past, 1 year that the Russians will blow it up if they were shut off and according to the experts, there's no danger. So they're lying. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Not the experts. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. If these guys would not have agreed with what the expert says, believe me, that those experts would be called all kind of things. And those organizations over there, Russian stooges, money, and all that, they would be called differently. But that's the Ukrainian reporting, not the Russians. I didn't find it in the Russian media outlet. I found them in the Ukrainian. Why is that? Well, you find the answer. See you next time.